Hey Amir, how are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Good. I've been following JinglePay, seriously following. I saw lots of press release. I heard some interviews. So I'm interested. I saw the website, and of course, this is a UAE focused summit. So dive us in, like the first, maybe a little bit about you and how you founded the company and everything, the whole team. And then if you can just dive us through the challenge and why is it so important for a player like JinglePay to be in the UAE region?
Yeah, I mean, my experience, I've been in financial services for over 8 years. I used to manage a hedge fund back in the States and London. And, that's the start when, I really developed my passion in financial services. And, bank tech and payments have always been, I've been very passionate about it since, Venmo in the States actually, I first started the first fintech application I started using was Venmo in the States. When you would go out with your friends, it's absolutely simple. It's like same as Uber. It was a very simple splitting a bill. It made life much easier when you're going out with friends because you don't have that IOU anymore. But I mean, I got with my the first person that came on board as a partner and co-founder was my co-founder Nadeem Hussain, who founded the first microfinance bank in Pakistan, today named Telenor Microfinance Bank. He's been a leader in financial inclusion, and he really opened my eyes into what's really happening in the world. He has several decades of experience under his belt, and was the previous country manager of Citibank in Pakistan. So financial exclusion is quite high. And when I returned back to Dubai, where I spent my earlier days in Dubai Shoifat out here, I really came to understand that a lot of people that are earning under 5,000 dirhams a month have lots of trouble opening up a bank account. Besides that, even people that are earning more than that, it's a very cumbersome process. Comparing it with, for example, the States, you can just walk into a branch and open an account, the same day within half an hour's time. But you don't have to go. There's not that much back and forth. Just the documentation is quite cumbersome over here. And I tended to see a lot of different problems. From opening a bank account is extremely difficult, and for some people they're left financially excluded. And that basically is probably one of the reasons why it's a more cash-based economy. They don't have bank accounts, and they're on limited their 2-year visas or whatnot. And they're typically sending money abroad, and that leads to another huge market which we're tapping into as well, the remittance and exchange. So UAE is ranked second in the world after the States, followed by Saudi next in third place. But it's a huge market. And there needs to be more transparency with with these rates, because you have so many different exchange houses. Everyone's offering different prices. And what we're doing, we're not trying to create another exchange house. What we're trying to do, we're creating the kayak of remittance. So like similar to insurancemarket.ae out here, you just come into the application. We're aggregator of different exchange houses. We give you absolute best rate possible, full transparency on the price, what the recipient's going to receive. You get an account with no minimum balance requirements. You can make payments, within peer-to-peer payments or card payments, virtual, physical cards, with ease. And you basically get more than what your bank is going to offer you. And it's just how it should be. It's more simple, more convenient. And we're trying to empower people with these financial services they've been lacking for a long time. And strategically, I think UAE is a good stepping stone, because the regulators have just um, passed the frameworks for the money service business licenses. And we've received our PSP license recently, and we're about to launch very soon. So We're about to go live with a nationwide teaser campaign, which would be massive. But I mean, we have a great team. You know, we have over 50 plus years of experience within the founding team. You know, specializing in microfinance, nano finance, e-wallets, two prior exits in fintech startups, in you know, in card payments. So I mean, the team is very diversified, and I try to bring veterans onto the team rather than, you know, either first time founders or um, you know, just you know, younger people. So I think our team would play a very big role because they have the relationships, they have the experience in the market, they are from the region, so they understand the culture, and you know, all of this adds value. Besides that, we have, you know, numerous very reputable global and regional partners that we've partnered up with, which we'll be announcing soon. So I think all of these different elements adds a lot of value, and hopefully we can make a change in the market soon.
Yeah, that's big and very promising. I know you're under like a beta or something like that.
Yeah.
Tell me, so you're basically targeting a new generation right now in the UAE, in that region, that expects more. You mentioned Venmo, and what is your promise to these people, and why is it so important, especially during COVID, I guess, to deliver a digital product like this?
Look, I mean, contactless payments are on the rise. You know, you could look at reports Mastercard has sent out recently, and then there's, you know, other reports by Visa and Zawaya that touch base on, you know, more than 50% of millennials are unsatisfied with their banks. You know, these legacy players, and the service they're giving is not at par at what other players in Europe and um, players in the States. Fintech companies are, you know, more developing personalized solutions with better customer service, and you know, this people want more. Obviously, you know, you want to have more, and that's how it's always going to be. And you know, we're trying to personalize what, you know, what their unmet needs have been, and deliver it to them, saving them more money, saving them more time on sending money abroad or sending money to friends, and help them with the various different financial services that would, you know, empower their welfare.
How do you come up with the name Jingle Pay?
Uh, to be honest with you, it's a great question. It was very difficult to come up with the name because, you know, a lot of these, for example, you have a lot of fintech companies or neobanks that they come up with names that are very serious, and you know, banks like, and the vision behind JinglePay is not to only be you know, an alternative you know, bank or a payment company. So we're much more than that, and you know, we've mentioned that, you know, we have an intent to become a super app. We have great plans for that. So you know, the name, you know, the purpose of the name was for it to be a bit catchy, and you know, I mean, from what I've the feedback I've gotten from the, you know, larger players in the industry, both regionally and, you know, a lot of people in the market, they gave actually really good feedback on it. I mean, it's a name that sticks. I mean, you say, you know, you go out with your friends, just jingle it, and you know, it's funny. It puts a smile on your face, and you know, you know, it sticks to you. You know, it's so important. I think the name, it's very important. On, you know, you have to, you know, it causes a lot of. You don't forget about it. I mean, when you
That's
say
true.
the name, it's, you
It's
know,
very catchy and
it's very catchy and very, very different from what you're typically used to. So, you know, that was the whole purpose of it. And, you know, the pay at the end basically says what we are, but you know, in the future, going on to the second year onwards, it's going to be a totally um, different type of application. But I mean, initially we're focused on millennials and blue collars, with a focus on payments and remittance and opening accounts for them. Later on, we're going to be touching on a lot of financial and non-financial services that we're going to be including in the app, based on what the customer wants. So, we're going to be building the app for the customer, and we're gonna, we're going to be taking their advice and what they want to have in the app, and building that out throughout the whole process.
So building up with them, with the community.
Exactly,
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
very nice. And so I understand that. I mean, I guess you're gonna have a that model of a premium membership or a basic standard, right?
That's right.
And they're gonna get a physical card also.
Yes, so everyone gets a physical card. The premium card members, it's subscription based, standards completely free. But premium, they get higher cashbacks, they get more incentives. They get a metal card, they'll get concierge service.
Nice.
We'll be offering that to the customers as well, and a lot of other services with higher transfer limits and access to the multi-currency wallet and all of that.
And these
So
features, as you said before, do not exist in the traditional banks in the landscape that you see over there, right?
I mean, most of them don't, but I mean, you have to think about it. I mean, you have, for example, players that are, they're digital banks, and they are by the same banks that have been existing for some time. So it's very difficult to have them, change their policies and the way they've been treating a customer. Not that it's bad. I mean, they're doing an excellent job. Just the fact that they're trying to adapt to the new environment and create better UI and UX for the customer. But I think, and we've seen this happen in Europe as well. I mean, you have these major mega banks over there, and you have players like Revolut, N26, and many other neobanks that have basically, these are EMI licensed companies, not even digital banks at that time, and they have basically dominated the play, the field, and I see that happening over here even more because I think fintechs are more agile, and we understand what the customer wants, and we're more open-minded into adapting to the customer's needs. And this is our focus is to just make it, give the customer a better solution than what they're used to, and providing them with access to all the financial services they didn't have before or better than
You
before. So,
you
uh,
mentioned the sorry to the super app, bigger vision, and all these features and exciting ones. In the future, you're also planning, using open banking maybe and aggregate all the bank accounts or serving them with the super app.
yeah, we're already somewhat doing that in the initial stage. But I mean, that's something we've already built in the application right now. But we're going to, like you said, we're going to be focusing on that more in the next phases of the application. Of course, right now it's just helping the customers just to open an account with ease, or linking their bank accounts to the account or their card accounts, and being able to send money abroad at the cheapest rate possible through the aggregator, splitting bills with friends, paying, requesting money from them, and card payments, whether offline or online, through the virtual or physical cards we send out. So, these are the core features you need first for payments in general. Then later on, we're going to be adding a lot of other financial services, wealth management, savings products, arranging credit for them. And our team has the experience, and we have the partners to roll out these products. But we don't want to go too fast. We want it to be a more focused approach where we test it out with our customers, see what their feedback is, and slowly build out these phases with what the customer wants. Because eventually, I mean, we're not going to be, we're not building the app for ourselves. We're building it for the people. So we need to really listen to what they want and build that out with that mindset, user centric approach.
how can people join the beta or follow up with everything? I'm sure they're going to be
They need to
curious.
they would need to go on the wait list. We're going to be we're going to be going live with our brand awareness campaign very soon. It's going to be massive. So they need to go on the wait list if they want to be the first users to join the app. We haven't announced or publicly advertise that there is even a wait list, even though we have several hundred users on the wait list right now. But I think after the brand awareness campaign, it's going to be, it's going to be definitely in the thousands. So definitely, I mean, if anyone's interested and they want to have a change and they're looking for something new, early adopters or the underbanked, millennials. You can just go on the wait list and you'll get a free account. You'll get some incentives, when we launch as well, and you'll be the first to use this. And we have some, very cool perks that are a bit localized and makes it very unique, that we're going to be launching as well, which we'll announce later on, but it's going to be quite exciting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm following you from the start, and I was there from the start with Revolut and N26 that you mentioned, and others. And I'm a fintech geek, you can say, and I always like to find these neobanks and digital banks
That's cool.
early stage, and I really think you have something unique. I think that what I learned from you today is that the opportunity is enormous in that region. And how can people follow you? Follow your
Probably
work?
on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's probably the best way to follow me. I'm very open to engaging with others that are interested in talking about financial services, fintech, or financial inclusion. And I'm really passionate about this. And like you said, Revolut, N26, and all these other companies, they've done an excellent job. I'm a big fan of them. And I'm hoping to do the same and out here in this for this region and give the same experience, what the people deserve. So, we're
Amazing,
looking to do that. Yeah.
amazing. Thank you very much. I'm very, very happy that you are here on the summit. We want to show people the future of the UAE and the region, not only, of course, the past and all, respect to all of the other players, but I personally wanted to have a glimpse of the future and the opportunity. And I think that the call with you today really emphasized that there's a lot of potential, and there is a new generation, as you said, that is looking for better, easier, ways to do payments and banking, and that's amazing. So I'm totally with you. And let's catch up after the big launch, and maybe we're gonna do another interview when it's public, right?
Definitely, it would be my pleasure, and thank you for having us here. Very happy to discuss everything that's going to happen very soon, and hopefully we can launch, and you'll be in Dubai when we do so.
Yes, yes, this is my hope. And by the way, I also invite you guys here in Israel. And already from what I've seen that you have, it's more innovative than some of the stuff that we have here. So I have a lot of respect. But there's lots of fintechs who are watching us, who wants to connect, also provide you services, and a lot of, parts that you can integrate within your solution. So I think
Yeah,
it's
definitely. Fintech is all about collaboration. So, we're not looking to build everything ourselves. It's all about teamwork, and we're looking to collaborate with other companies. That's what we've done so far. We have, I think, already more than 8 different partners, and on different parts of the application, we've collaborated with the best out there. So, we're looking forward to it, and I look forward to establishing more different types of relationships that would, empower our customers with their different needs.
great attitude.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the summit.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Take care.
Bye.